Habaragani, what's the word? On day 6 of Kwanzaa, the word is Kuumba, which in Swahili means creativity. The principle of doing as much as possible to leave the community more beautiful and beneficial than when it was inherited. Our presenter this evening is the phenomenal, extraordinary storyteller Fred Motley, accompanied by his son, Bo Motley. Fred Motley is well known in his hometown of Danville, Virginia, where he works as an actor, playwright, and director. After falling in love with drama club in high school, Motley left Danville to attend Barber Scotia College in Concord, North Carolina. After college, he worked as a cultural writer in Atlanta and Washington, D.C. It was in D.C. during a West African dance class that he first realized his purpose as a storyteller. The instructor had told Motley, "You are collecting stories, you are becoming a griot. You are singing the stories, you are writing the stories, you are dancing the stories." Motley explains, "A griot in our culture is known as the keeper of the words." In 2001, years after returning home, he founded the Danville Storytelling Festival as an artistic social bridge to connect the city's residents. Motley also regularly interprets Thomas Day, the renowned 19th century Black furniture maker. The International Civil Rights Center and Museum is proud to present Fred and Bo Motley, presenting on the principle of Kuumba.
Fangalafia, ashe, ashe. Fangalafia, ashe, ashe. Come, come, everybody, everybody. Come, come, everybody, everybody. Peace and love we give to you. Peace and love we give to you. From the heavens from which it came, and the earth on which it reigns. From the heaven from which it came, and the earth on which it reigns. In and out we'll hold for you. In and out we'll turn around for you. In and out we'll hold for you. In and out we'll turn around for you. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Everybody hold your heart. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Everybody hold your heart. Take love from your heart and throw it out. Take love from your heart and throw it out. So love is out. Love is out. Love is out. Love is out. Now from the heaven from which it came, and the earth on which it rained. From the heaven from which it came, and the earth on which it rained. From the north, from the south, from the east and the west. From the north, from the south, east and the west. From the north, from the south, from the east and west. All are welcome. We welcome you to the 6th day of the Kwanzaa celebration. The day we celebrate our creativity. Creativity that makes our community better. For you see, everything we touch becomes more beautiful. And so we celebrate this 6th day, a Kuumba, with storytelling. Storytelling time. Storytelling time. Na 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 na. Woo! Storytelling time. And now the very first story can be told. Shh. Story about 2 old friends, sun and wind. Listen, no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. No hiding place down here. No hiding place down here. Sun and Wind had been friends for, such a long time. And they always loved to visit each other. And when they did, it was always a good time. But like old friends, they couldn't leave each other without disagreeing on something. Run to the rock and hide too. This visit was no different. As they are sitting on the front porch rocking, Wind decided that they hadn't disagreed on nothing yet. And so he said to Sun, you know, my power is greater than yours. Sun said, what makes you say that? He said, because it just is. Ooh, no hiding place down here. No hiding place down here. And Wind said to Sun, he said, you know what? I can prove it to you. Let's have a test. Sun said, well, what do you want to do? Run to the rock and hide too. And Wind looked around for a little bit to see what was going on. And then he saw a man coming down the street. And that man had a hat and a coat on his head. Oh, run to the rock and hide too. He said, I tell you what, when that man come past us, I bet you I can make him take his hat and his coat off. Sun said, okay. And then that man, as he got close to them, Wind went to the edge of his chair and he took a deep breath and he blew as hard as he could blow. Oh, that man wrapped his coat around him and kept right on past him. Oh, Wind, he took another deep breath and he blew as hard as he could. Well, that man held his coat, put his hand on his hat and held it down and walked through that wind. Sun said, let me give it a shot. He didn't move. He just kept right on rocking in his chair. And then he started to smile. And when he started to smile, it got warm. And the bigger his smile got, the hotter it got. While he smiled so big that that man unbuttoned his coat, took it off, took his hat off his head, and started to fan himself with it. Wind looked at his old friend and he said, well, I guess you are stronger with your powers than I am. Sun just sat back in his chair and he said, you see, my friend, you don't always have to use force to get people to do what you want. Sometimes all you have to do is just smile at them. No hiding place down here. 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 We continue our celebration, and for this we are going to go to the motherland. And we are bringing over a game. It's called Che Cole. And the way it works is that I will say something and then you repeat it after me. I will show you a movement and you will do that movement. We're going to try it first. So I'm going to say Che Cole. Then you're going to repeat Che Cole. I'm going to do a movement with that and then you're going to do that movement. So it'll be Che Cole. And you would do Che Cole. Let's celebrate with Che Cole from the motherland. che che cole, che cofisa, cofisa langa, langa che langa, a day, a day, che cole, che cofisa, cofisa langa, langa che langa, a day, a day, che cole, che cofisa, cofisa langa, langa che langa, a day, a day, a day, a day, a day, a day. We continue our creativity of storytelling, staying in the motherland. Now, this is a story about a very, very clever turtle. I want you to listen and find out why this turtle was so very, very clever. Early one morning, the farmer went out to check on his corn. And at the very edge of the field was a turtle with a big smile on his face. Well, he ran back to the village and he said, come see what's been done to our corn. And all of the villagers, they ran out to the fields, and sure enough, all of that corn had been eaten up. Well, they got that old turtle. They took him back to the village. And they said, what shall we do? What shall we do? They thought. And they thought. I know, said one. Let's have some turtle soup. Oh, they all agree, yes, that's what they should do, is have some turtle soup. Well, somebody went out and got some wood and came back, started a fire under that big black pot. Somebody poured water in that pot. That fire just a-blazing, that water just a-boiling. They got old turtle, was about to put him in the pot. Turtle looked at that fire. He looked at that boiling water. He looked at all of those people looking at him, and he knew he had to think real quick. So he said, oh, no. This is too good for me. For what I've done to y'all's corn, I deserve worse than this. But please, no matter what y'all do, don't take me down yonder to that river and throw me in, because you know I ain't going to survive. Whoa, they thought. He ain't afraid of getting in that boiling water. What shall we do? What shall we do? And they thought. And they thought. I know, say one. Let's take the turtle out into the desert. That sun is hot, and we'll leave in there. Oh, they got that old turtle, and they all started out into that desert. Chick-a-ting, chick-a-ting, ching-ting, ching-ting, chick-a-ting, chick-a-ting, ching-ting, chick-a-ting, chick-a-ting, ching-ting, chick-a-ting, chick-a-ting, ching-ting. When they got out into the desert, that sun was so hot, everybody was sweating. Turtle looked at that hot sun. He looked at that hot sand. He looked at all of those people and he knew he had to think real quick. And so he said, oh, no, 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 no. This is too good for me. For what I done to y'all corn, I deserve worse than this. But please, please, no matter what y'all do, don't take me down to that river and throw me in. Because if y'all throw me in that river, I ain't going to survive. Oh, he ain't afraid to be left out here in this hot sun. What should we do? We got to do something to teach him a lesson for eating up all of our corn. And then somebody said, I got an idea. Let's take him down to the river and throw him in there. Oh, they got that turtle and they started chanting. Turtle to the river, turtle to the river, turtle to the river, turtle to the river. And when they got to the edge of the river, they lift Turtle up. And they lift him even higher. And they lift him up higher. And then they let Turtle just sink right down to the bottom of the river. Oh, they stood on the riverbank and they said to each other, I bet you no other turtle would dare eat our corn after they find out we throw turtles in the river. And then the water went, turtle head popped up. Turtle neck came up. And pretty soon, Turtle whole body was sitting on top of that water. And with a big smile on his face, he said, thank you, and swam away, because he was a clever old turtle. During your Kwanzaa celebration, we encourage you to share with the young people games that the elders used to play when they were children. You see, in our community, particularly during the summer evenings, we would hear these children's voices ringing out, making the most wonderful, joyous sound throughout the neighborhood. And one of those games was called Little Sally Walker. I want to share that with you. Little Sally Walker sitting in the saucer, rise, Sally, rise, wipe your weeping eyes, fly to the east, fly to the west, fly to the one that you love the best. I put your hands on your hips and let your backbone slip. Now shake it to the east, shake it to the west, shake it to the one that you love the best. I want to do it one more time so you can remember it. It goes, Little Sally Walker sitting in the saucer, rise, Sally, rise, wipe your weeping eyes, fly to the east, fly to the west, fly to the one that you love the best. I put hands on your hips and let your backbone slip. Now shake it to the east, shake it to the west, shake it to the one that you love the best. Once again, it is storytelling time. Na 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 na, woo! Storytelling time. This is the story of Old Joe and the carpenter. Old Joe lives way out in the country, and his nearest neighbor is his best friend. Why, they have been friends for so long. Now that their wives have transitioned and their children are grown and living their own lives, all they have are their farms and each other. But There came a time when old Joe and his neighbor had a serious disagreement for the first time in their long relationship. It was a silly disagreement about a calf. You see, the calf had somehow or another wound up on the neighbor's land, and so the neighbor claimed the cow. But old Joe said, oh, no, 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 no. That calf has the same marking as one of my cows, so it belongs to me. They were both stubborn men, and neither one of them wanted to give in. And rather than hitting each other, they stopped talking, stomped off to their houses, slammed their door, and for 2 weeks, they did not talk to each other. Well, come Saturday morning, there's a knock at old Joe's door. He wasn't expecting anybody, and when he opened the door, to his surprise, there stood a young man who identified himself as a traveling carpenter. His tools box was at his foot, and there was kindness in his eyes. He said to old Joe, I'm really good with my hand, and if you have a couple of projects, I would like to help you out. Old Joe said, you know what? As a matter of fact, I do have something for you to do. He said, you see that house over yonder? That's my neighbor's house. He said, and you see that creek that's running along our property line? That creek wasn't there last week. He said he got on his tractor, dug that creek up to the pond, and flooded it just to spite me. He said, making me so darn mad at him. Then he said, look, I got some lumber, some posts, some nails, some boards in the shed, and I want you to build me a fence and make it a tall fence so that I won't have to see his house or him. Now, Joe had to go into town to get him some supplies. And while he was gone, that carpenter went straight to work. He started cutting and measuring and nailing, working all through his lunch break. By the time old Joe came home, he could not believe what he was seeing. It was amazing. That carpenter had built a bridge across the creek. It had handrails on it, sturdy, everything. The neighbor came running across that bridge with his hand extended, said, Joe, I'm sorry. You can have the cow. All I want is for us to be friends again. Old Joe said, oh no, you can have the cow, because all I want is for us to be friends again. He said, this young man here, he's the one who built this bridge. I asked him to build a wall, but he built the bridge so we could go across. They looked at the young man and they said, you know what? You really are good with your hands. And we have a couple of other projects that we can use you with. But the young man picked up his toolbox and he says, no, I'm going to have to go because you see, I've got some other bridges to build. I got shoes, you got shoes. Our ancestors always brought on a hymn for inspiration to let us know that there was better days ahead. I got shoes, you got shoes. All of God's children got shoes. When we get to heaven, we're gonna put on our shoes. We're gonna walk all over God's heaven. I got a crown, you got a crown. All God's children got a crown. When we get to heaven, we're gonna put on our crown. We're gonna walk all over God's heaven. I got a robe, you got a robe. All of God's children got a robe. When we get to heaven, gonna put on our robe. We're gonna walk all over God's heaven. I got shoes, I got a crown, I got a robe. When we get to heaven, gonna put on our shoes, put on our crown, put on robe, walk all over God's heaven. And so we encourage you to tell those stories, read those poems, play those games, sing those songs. For you see, everything we touch becomes more beautiful, celebrating Kuumba during this Kwanzaa season. Our family have been celebrating Kwanzaa for many, many years. And throughout that, we always invited our friends and our families in, and we had this wonderful meal that we ate. But the most important and the most energetic part of the evening, everyone had to bring a poem. Everybody had to bring a story. Everybody had to bring a song, and we all had to dance the dance of funga. My son always played the drums, always played the djembe for me. And then his sister picked it up, and she played the djembe for him. And then, of course, my daughter and my wife, they would lead the dance of funga. It was the most wonderful thing because we believed in the power of the arts, the power of storytelling, the power of poetry, the power of dance. And so our house was always filled beyond Kwanzaa. We always had family and friends over, and before anybody left, there was always a song, there was always a dance, there was always drumming.
At times, it was a way for us to be together all the time outside of school. And, you know, as you think about growing up, it's just a fun time. So you're playing with your family, you're playing with your friends, and so you're going from city to city. And so as a young man, we're performing, so, we always thought about the ladies. So, we're out there performing, we felt like superstars. But that was just the teenage mind that we thought we were local celebrities. So you couldn't tell us anything, but, in all seriousness, it was always a good time to be with my family. And my parents always instilled that in us, love and the power of words meant a lot. Well, he's a pillar. Most people have idols when it comes to athletes or entertainers, but I always looked up to my father, and I always will look up to him. And so he's the epitome of manhood. And not only is he a creative talent, he's a really good man, and I love him for that. And so, we've had conversations about life. We have really good conversations about, I've taken on his musical, I guess, aesthetics. We talk about Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions and the Shy-Lights and who else, the Dells and
the Moments,
and
Marvin Gaye.
So you can imagine, talking about music over a competition of cooking, who can cook the best collard greens too. So that's still kind of one of those things that I feel like I cook the best collard greens, and he says other. But family food and the power of a word is really something that is instilled in our family.
And I would say that as I'm sitting here listening, I have remembered that one of the most delightful and, I guess, heartfelt moments that I remember, I went to their school and as a guest to talk about the cultural arts. And the principal and the teachers, they were just so glad that I was there, and they were so glad I was there. And the students were sitting there, and they just like, and then the presenter says, and he is Bo and Monica Motley's father. And the student said, oh, are you Bo and Monica's father? And I realized is that my identity and my significance was based on that I was the father of Bo and Monica Motley. I am so proud of him and his sisters. They have fulfilled their goals in life. And I am so proud of them because they are continuing to work on the behalf of people. They are continuing to work on behalf of people. They both have earned their PhDs. And so it's so wonderful to be able to say Dr. Bo Motley and Dr. Monica Motley. As a parent, there's nothing quite exhilarating knowing that your children, once you have transitioned, are going to be able to be independent and that they will continue to work for other people. And of course, we wish everyone a very, very prosperous new year. We wish everybody to take stock of what they accomplished this past year, and then start a new list of what they are going to accomplish in the coming year. And Kwanzaa, if you use the 7 principles, those will guide you, and give you inspiration to fulfill all of those things that you need to do in the coming year.
Thank you for joining us for our 6th day of Kwanzaa. Kuumba, the principle for today, is also the day that we have the Karamu, which is the great feast. So we hope that you go out to some of the events and activities that are planned in your community. And we also hope that you enjoy with your family Kwanzaa the way Fred and Bo Motley spoke of how they enjoyed Kwanzaa with their family gathering together for years. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for our final day of Kwanzaa, when our speaker will be Reverend Wesley Morris, speaking on the principle of Imani. Thank you.